A lot of Chris Brown songs are either a vibe or have a lot of emotion in them, and the production plays a huge role in that. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get that Chris Brown sound, and you should be able to create a melody and a full beat at the end of this video. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so to keep this video very simple, I'm just going to go over 3 simple chords that you can use every single time, and you can play them in different ways. It's going to be the key of C, E minor, and D. C, E minor, and D. But the way you want to play them is to create a more emotional vibe, or more just like a nice R&B vibe. You got to play them like this. And you don't need to know any music theory, just follow along. These chords are very simple, anybody can do them. Place your fingers here, octave, C octave, and then an E minor. And I'm going to do a nice little groove like this. And then go back to E and then C. Now the easier way to do it is just by playing 2 chords like this, C. Very, very simple chord progression. Now if you want to do the passing chord, you could just go to the E and then to the D like this. And then back to just... So I'm just using this E as a passing chord. To keep it very simple, the simplest way you can play it is just going like this. With one hand. And you are creating a nice R&B sound with just 2 simple chords. And now I'm going to be showing you guys how you can actually create a melody using just these chords and how you can create a full beat around it. But before that, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, so for my first sound, I am going to be switching it up. I'm not going to stick to that piano sound, of course. I am going to be using the same chords, but the first sound I'm going to use is called Church Street Mixed Synth. And this is a stock plugin inside Logic already. I'm going to try to stay inside the stock plugins as much as I can, so I know that anybody that has this DAW can implement this exactly the way I'm doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this and play. I'm going to just speed it up a little bit and play the same chords we just learned. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the BPM at 87. So let's go ahead and record this in. All right, so those are the chords we just learned. I'm just playing them over. Let's just go ahead and adjust some of the MIDI notes here real quick. And you can go ahead back to that part of the video, pause it, and just try to play the exact same things, or just draw them in. You can see the MIDI progression here and draw them exactly as you see them. I'm gonna go ahead and try to mess with the effects a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and remove some of this delay and reduce some of this low end. This sound is already very rich, sounding nice, so we don't have to do too much to it. So for my next sound, I am going to stay inside the stock plugins inside Logic. And this is an Alchemy. It's called Faded Keys, and it sounds like this. Very beautiful sound, nice soft piano sound. Now originally this is on the digital EP section, but I went ahead and changed it to soft keys because I like that option better. And let's go ahead and play the same notes, but play them a little bit different with more space, and you can see exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm leaving space here. I'm playing just 2 keys mainly and not trying to like make it sound super full. That way I can still create space, but still layer another sound on top of the first sound. Again, let's remove a lot of this low end here. Okay, so now for my third sound, I do want to add something that Chris Brown does a lot in a lot of his songs. And obviously there's always like a catchy, like sometimes lead or a melody, not in all of his songs, of course, but where he's just known for like that kind of synth sound and keys at the same time, all blended in together. So I'm gonna use this sound called Less Inferno, and it sounds like this. So it's kind of obnoxious right now, but we might smooth it out a little bit. And for this particular sound, and what I'm going to try to do is try to make like a catchy melody that can kind of stick. So let's see what we could come up with. Nice. So I do like the melody that I just played. It sounds very catchy and it's very simple, just 2 to 3 notes. So I'm not overcomplicating anything. And I'm staying, of course, inside the same scale we learned from the beginning. Now I'm going to go ahead and reduce a lot of this low end. And I am reducing all the low end from every sound I'm using because I want to leave room for the bass and the drums. Let's go ahead and try to mess with the effects just a tiny bit or see if I like anything. If not, we just leave it the same. For the most part, I like how this lead is sounding already. So now we're using 3 different sounds and 2 of them are just layered on top of each other and 1 is a counter melody. Okay, so the 4th thing that I'm gonna add, and this is super optional, but I love adding this because I feel like it creates a little bit more of an ambience, is some nice vocal chops. And these are the vocal chops that I've chose. I did get these from Output and it's from a software called Co-Producer. You can install it. This video is not sponsored at all, but I have enjoyed using it. So this is what the vocal samples sound like right here. Now I am going to go ahead and create a summing stack here. And what this is going to do is just going to create a buzz. So I can add any effect that I'm going to use. I can add it to all the vocal chops or the vocal samples that I'm using instead of adding them one by one. And of course, it helps us with the CPU to not overload the computer. So let's go ahead and EQ these vocal samples right here. I don't want them to be standing out. I want them to just be blending in the background. Go ahead and add some reverb here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to use this assemble plugin here to try to make this sound a little bit more warm and subtle. And now our vocal samples are kind of blending in more with the rest of the sounds that we're using, which is kind of what we want. I might remove them. I don't know. I might keep them. I just like to add them because I feel like it creates more ambience. All right, now let's go ahead and add some drums. I'm going to use kind of like a very old school snare here. And I'm just going to go ahead and just play it every 2 bars. Adjust the velocity here. And now let's go ahead and add a kick. I'm just going to try to keep it kind of simple. I want the kick kind of just to vibe, kind of ride through. Increase some of this low mid section here. I do want the kick to kind of punch through. So I'm going to go ahead and use this knock plugin here to make it punch a little bit more. Now let's go ahead and add some hi-hats. And the hi-hats, I want to keep them very, very simple. The less amount of hi-hats, the better. Just create a lot of space here. Now let's go ahead and add the bass. And I'm just going to go ahead and play the bass live. Simple chords, the same keys that I was playing earlier. Well, technically, you're not playing chords with the bass, but you get what I mean. Let's just go ahead and adjust the bass a little bit so it could just stand out a little bit more. EQ, honestly, EQ a lot of stuff here. Now let's go ahead and add an open hat. And I am going to add another open hat just to create variation. At the very end here. Now let's go ahead and add 1 percussion instrument just to give it kind of like a different sound in between the kick and the hats. Gonna go ahead and add some reverb to the percussion instrument because I kind of wanted to have this kind of sound to it. I can't explain. but I think a reverb is gonna fit nicely there. And honestly, keeping the drums very simple will give the melody more of a chance to stand out, but kind of complementing the melody in a way also. All right, so if you're at the deep end of this video and you're still here so far, man, comment down below deep end of the video and like the video if you haven't liked it already. Let me know what you think, if you've learned anything, if this melody is good, if it's not. All right, now that we got all the instruments lined up and everything, let's mix the beat a little bit, rearrange it, and let's hear the final result in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Bless those keys, the RNB. Bless those keys, the RNB.
Alright, now that you heard the final beat, let me know what you think. And if you're still here at the deep end of the video, comment down below deep end of the video. And if you haven't liked it already, well, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below what you think of the beat. And if you want to keep watching more videos like this, go ahead and click on this next video right here. Until next time, stay blessed, God bless, peace.